Welcome back, gentlemen. Another episode of the La Liga Lounge coming at you. Season 5, Episode 4. Me and Houston, as always, joined by the one and only new father, Ruben. How you doing, buddy?
Fantastic.
Good, man. Good. We had a big Lions game this week, boys. I don't know about you, but I came away pretty darn impressed. Houston, what were your thoughts there?
My thoughts were we had a lot of the people in our league at the game, right? I think Anthony was there doing his chug at
Rube
the
was
game.
there.
Yep.
Was there. Um, I mean, the Lions looked good. That was the first game where they looked what they did last year, where
hmm
moving the ball whenever they want, however they want. And other teams had to play catch up. And the Lions were always the catch up team. I loved it. Um, I mean, that's how many games? 4 games down. I fucking love 3-1.
Yeah,
Love it. Love it.
yeah,
And the
yeah.
Tigers. This is we're filming Wednesday night here. Tigers just won their series against the Astros.
Let's go.
I mean, after a historic last 6 weeks of the season to make the playoffs, now they're advancing in the playoffs. It's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, we
Are
don't
they
talk
any more
baseball.
Tigers? I don't know. We'll see.
We don't talk baseball too often, but we got to now because those Tigers are really on us quite a special run. I don't even pay attention, but I know about them now, so that tells you all you need to
No.
know, really.
Huh?
Ruben, what'd you think of the game, man? You were there. How was the atmosphere? I can't imagine, man.
It was amazing. It was so loud and just like intense. And it was like Houston said, I think he nailed it. It's just what we've always wanted to see them instead of having to play chase. It was just freaking sweet.
Yeah, I love
Did
the
people
off.
go nuts when golf scored?
Oh, it was nuts. Because I was like, what are they doing? Why are they? And then all of a sudden I saw Goff split out and I'm like, oh
I mean,
shit.
he
He
threw that
just
ball farther than he's ever thrown a ball on the field up into the stands. Fantastic.
Dude, he did send that fucking ball to
and he
that,
was
that touchdown.
And he
100%. I can
stood at
imagine
him.
what that ball's gonna go for.
Dude, for real, for real. And Ruben, what about that? I don't know if you could like see it as well live as you did on TV, but that David Montgomery catch and run,
That run was
The
unreal. I
truck,
was
the
on
truck.
that side,
dude.
third level still, but seeing him just drop him down like a freaking duffel bag, I was like, oh my God. And then he just took off.
It was catch. Oh,
Yeah, it
Dude.
was. I thought he was going to get laid out. No,
Oh,
I thought wrong.
that was a Pro Bowl corner. He did that shit too, as well. I mean, fuck, that was insane. There were so many good plays there. Even give Seattle a little love. That Kenneth Walker fucking somersault
Yeah.
fucking move. That was gnarly, dude. I was like, what in the world?
yeah.
That was a great game, man. Just so many good plays.
Josh
Just a
has given
fun
us
one
some
to watch.
stats. Goff has more catching touchdowns this year than Jaden Waddle, Mark Andrews,
Oof,
Sam Laporta,
oof.
and Brendan Ayuk.
Oh my gosh.
And Anthony Pittman
Does
or
Kelsey even
Michael
have a
Pittman.
touchdown? I don't think Kelsey has a touchdown either.
Nope.
Probably a
He
lot
Nope.
of
doesn't. I forgot to add his name.
Come on, if you could Travis Swift, come on. Yeah, no touchdowns this year. Wild. So I mean, great time to be a Detroit fan. People in the office today. I'm in Chicago, business as usual, business trip because time to fucking two game losing streak coming for you, Jeff. Standing on business. But people were talking great time to be a Detroit and Michigan fan. Michigan technically won their national championship in the calendar year. So I mean, what a time. What a time.
Yeah, it really is. I can't think of a time that's been better, really, especially with Lions being up. It just makes it that much better.
Yeah.
That much
Um,
better.
but let's get to La Liga business.
Yep.
So we talked. Anthony gave his chug. Thank you, Anthony. Even though you don't manage your team, you manage your beers. Appreciate that. Max is still nowhere to be found. Week 2. We're going in week. Are we going to week 5 here?
Yeah, 3 chugs he owes us, Houston. 3 chugs,
Okay.
Max, and that's gonna keep growing, buddy.
And I believe Kevin said you get 2 chugs for week 2, but a third week you would actually lose fab money.
Mm.
He did say that. We'll see if
He
Yeah.
did say
he did
that.
say that. He did say
He
that. We'll
did
see if
say
he
that.
enforces it.
I don't know if it was lose fab money or lose your ability to play the waiver.
Has Max played the waiver this week?
I believe Max had a pickup yesterday.
While you look that up, Timmy's the one who owes us a chug from last week. He went from 160 in week 3 to 60 in week 4. Fucking dropped 100 points week over week and went from the champ of the week to the chump of the week. So Timmy owes us a chug. I don't even have any doubt Timmy's going to do it because Timmy's going to do it.
Timmy's probably doing it when everyone sends a video. Timmy's like, I'm gonna do it fucking with him. Good for him.
He cheers with Anthony before he did his
Yeah.
chug video.
So last week Josh did the honors of getting all the stats for highest scoring in the history of the league for everybody. And I think it was Forbes highest with 181. I think it was you, Dan, in second.
It was Forbes was in. I think Forbes had the worst highest score actually. Oh no,
No,
Forbes had the best. That's right.
the
That's
best,
right. Yeah,
181,
Forbes
I
had
think.
the-
Yeah.
You're right.
And
You're
then
right.
you, and then I forget the third. Was it Ruben? I think it was
I think I
Ruben.
was third. Yeah.
Nice.
It was Ruben.
This week we got lowest scores ever.
This is
If you
pretty
want to take
interesting.
us through that, Dan.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. So
Damn.
lowest score you've ever had in a given week. Starting out, we'll do the best to the worst. So Kevin leads the way here with the low score of 51. Then comes Murph with basically 51. He's got
That
51.
pisses me off. I'm sorry.
I know. The Murph score, you're not surprised to see Murph up there because he's only been in the league for a couple years, so he hasn't had time to get a shitty score. Anthony with a 49.
Surprising.
Eric 45. Timmy 44. Can you guys hear me? My speaker just tells me.
We can hear you now. We missed is Anthony 49, Jeff 47, Dan 47, Eric 45.
Yeah, Timmy 44, Forbes 41, Max 40, Josh for the 38, Houston in second to last place with the 37, and none other than our special guest here, Ruben, with an abysmal low score of 25.
I don't know what happened.
But that was a long time ago, Houston Ruben, so you don't need to feel too bad about it.
So you have 9 players in a starting lineup, which means that your average score per player was 2.78.
And your defense gets 10, so it's probably less than that.
You had to have had a negative score on the defense.
Oh my god.
You had to have had like a late injury, a quarterback that got injured. Josh, do we have the team or no?
It wouldn't show me.
Yeah, I couldn't find the rosters.
Do you know the year? What if
2015.
Can we go to the scoreboard in 2015? Is that a thing? Is that possible? While we do some live data analysis.
I'm sure Max has it on the stats chat whatever thing that he created, but I don't have that pulled up.
Sure.
Forgot about that thing Max made.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Anyway, 25, that's pretty brutal, Rube, but now you're fucking thriving, dude. Your team is kind of going off lately.
Was good.
All right, next topic here.
So I found it. I'm gonna
get
to. I'll interrupt us later when we get to it.
You don't want to do it now?
I gotta scan it by week. I'm going through.
Okay.
Do you know your team name there, Rubes? In 2015,
Benno Worthlessberger.
There it is. Yep. Okay. See ya. Okay, week 3. Yeah.
All right. Well, Ruben, while Houston's looking for that, let's get into. We had a question last week, which was, what was the best score ever by a defense? And producer Josh, who I just want to give a shout out to Josh real quick because Josh does so much work that me and Houston don't do, really.
He does.
Me and Houston just show up, and Josh already has a plan. He does all this shit, researches stuff, and me and Houston are just like, all right, what are we talking today, Josh? So Josh did some digging and found that in 1989, the Cleveland Browns scored 50 points on defense against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Am I reading that, Josh? The Browns did it?
That's accurate, yes.
Yeah. So, fun fact of the day, I guess. I don't really know, but you got that? You got that score, Hughes?
I do. He played me, Beats by Ray. I think that was the year I won it. Is not letting me go to the actual matchup.
Bummer.
It's not letting me go to the scoreboard, but if I go to his team, he had Peyton Manning.
Wow.
Darren McFadden.
Wow.
That's
Marcel Reese, who was a running back for Oakland Raiders. Eric Decker, New York Jets receiver.
Wow.
Anquan Bolden for the 49ers, Martellus Bennett, tight end for New England, Carlos Hyde, San Francisco running
Oh
back,
my gosh.
Texans D, and Adam Vinatieri. I
It
can
does
see
sound like
where you fucked up there.
yeah, it does sound like a pretty shitty team.
Yeah. That must have been real high or something.
Oh man. So Ruben, man, let's get into some of what your team's been doing lately. We alluded to it a little bit a second ago, man, but you're on a bit of a hot streak right now. 2 weeks ago, I think you had 2 weeks in a row of 140 points. 2 weeks ago, you fucking smashed me in the face, which I was pissed about. And then this week, I can't remember who you beat this week, but I know you fucking pumped
Jeff.
somebody. Jeff, man. So what's been going right for you, buddy?
Honestly, I went with 2 running backs instead of receivers on the draft initially.
Mm.
I was a little worried about that, knowing that we have half point PPR. But I was really sad first week when I had like less than 100 points and I lost to Anthony by like 1.4. I was like really thinking, did I mess that draft up? But I was like, no, I know these guys are gonna go off, and then finally they did. So
I'm gonna take a quick peek over here at your team, Rube. I'm kind of curious. I know. Who do you got? Your running backs are what? It's
Henry and Taylor.
Yeah, that's Derrick Henry had a fucking baller ass week last
he
week.
He was the backbone there.
And Jonathan Taylor's very solid. You got DK Metcalf too, which I like quite a bit as a wide receiver. One, George Kittle, and then I would say your wide receiver 2 isn't the greatest, but you got some guys you can. You actually had Rashee Rice. That kind of hurt you, huh? Losing Rashee Rice last week.
Yeah, it sucked.
You got to 0 and you still got 140 last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Jeez. Yeah, that's not even fair.
And you got Max this week, and you're already favored 22 points to beat by. So
that's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. But yeah, Ruben, I'm really impressed with your team, buddy. I see depth too, which I feel like
I'm pretty pumped
you don't
about
usually have. Yeah, you got some good wide receiver depth, especially. I like George Pickens. I like even Rashid Shaheed, that New Orleans guy who's a big play threat all the time. Stephon Diggs is better than I thought he was going to be.
And while Carolina sucks, Chuba Hubbard's put 25 and 20 points up the last 2 weeks for you. Like, good for Chubbs.
Yeah.
Where was that last year, Hughes?
Fuck you, dude, Chuba. They were a better team, too.
Yeah.
Thanks for remembering my team, Josh.
You're welcome.
We want to get into matchup of the week?
Yeah. All
right, so matchup of the week going into week 5. This is a big week, I would say. It's kind of like I'm sitting there at 1-3, and I feel like it's a must win almost because you go 1-4.
Yeah,
got some trouble, and then those teams at 2-2, you don't want a losing record. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big week, I think, and probably the most important one yet, I would say. But it's really a week, I think, where we're going to start seeing some distancing and start to get a feel for what the playoffs might look like going forward here.
Yeah.
So, Ruben, you already have your matchup of the week picked. Me and Houston like doing on the fly. So why don't you lead us off? What do you see out here for matchup of the week, buddy?
Yeah, I'm liking Jeff and Houston. I think, like you said just a second ago, this is a really important week. We got both these guys at 2-2, solid teams. It looks like Houston's got the upper hand, but I know anything can happen in this crazy game. And this will make or break you. 3-2 sounds and feels a lot better. We know that than 2-3 right in the middle of this beginning of the season. It's like really tough. So
yeah. And we got buys. First week of buys. Got a couple Qs now, right? Devontae Adams Q for Jeff. Brandon Cooks out. Eckler out. I have Etienne and Shakir questionable.
Devontae Adams requested a trade.
Kelsey's due for a big game, Max or Houston.
You would think.
But we don't know.
I think I'm as good looking as Max, but thanks. My hair today. My matchup of the week. I hope you say this one, Dan. I hope you say Ruben and Max because it's the 3-1 versus the 1-3. Does Ruben pull ahead into the top? He'll probably be a top 2 team if he wins, or does Max stay in the race? Because Max is 1-4. He's at an 8% chance to make the playoffs right now. He's done. He's done if he loses, right? Like Max needs to win. I should go fucking trade for Max, but his team sucks. There's nothing I want. But I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to say the two teams on the chopping block, both teams. Because Ruben loses, he's still in this, right? He's going to be 3-2. I'm going to go 2-1-3 teams playing each other. Anthony and
Ooh.
Murph. 1-3. So there's 3 1-3 teams. Max, who's going against Ruben. We got Anthony versus Murph, both 1-3.
And me, so there's 4 Hughes.
They both have shitty projected scores.
Mid-90s.
I mean, they got good players on bad teams, right? Odunze.
That's gonna be a good one.
I think it's going to be a good one. Murph's pulling an Anthony and have players with buys in his starting lineup. Yeah, no, and I'm gonna take Murph. I like Murph more. Yeah, higher ceiling. So I'm gonna take Murph there to win and stay in the race, and for Anthony to go and take the lead for Chode.
Yeah, I like
still
that.
Still have a higher percentage to make playoffs than Max.
I like that. I like that pick too. I think I picked Murphy to win the championship, so I would appreciate it from Murphy there. I definitely appreciate that. All right, my matchup of the week, Houston. I'm not gonna go with what you hoped I was gonna pick, although I was debating that one for a little bit. Gosh, I'm kind of torn between two right now.
You're thinking Josh and Temple, aren't you?
It's that one, but I'm actually gonna go with a different one because I want to give Forbes some love. So I'm gonna go with Forbes versus Kevin. We got a 3-1 versus a 2-2 here.
Very nice.
This is a good game. It's a good game, and I think, we were talking pre-show. I think Hughes, you were telling me how Forbes. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Forbes has the least amount of points for, but he squeaked out a 3-1 record. So we'll see if the magic can continue for Forbes here against Kevin, who's been at 2-2, not so bad, but his team looks like has been struggling more than that, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll see. We got.
But look at Kevin's team. Like, say the players out loud, Dan, of Forbes' team. That is 3-1.
Yeah, Forbes. We got in a starting lineup. At least we got Brian Robinson Jr. as RB1.
That's good. Okay, but
solid.
Keep going.
But Javonte Williams. Hate it. Wan'Dale Robinson, Xavier Legette, Tucker Kraft, Jerry Judy. What is going on? Does he have bye week city or something?
What? Like, yeah, who's on it? He's got David
Montgomery.
He's got a tough schedule coming up.
He's got some hurt guys. Pacheco, Devontae Smith, and David Montgomery. Those are 3 of his.
And Nakua on IR. If those guys were all starting, his team would be solid. But we've seen Timmy put together a great team with the waiver wire. Forbes did not. You pick up fucking whoever, X Legette. I don't even know what X stands for. Xavier? Xander?
Xavier. Yeah, so Forbes' team, it has a rough week this week. It really does. But if he can squeak out that win, then he's going to be in really good shape. But it does look good for
having
Kevin.
A shitty team and guys on the IR, not all his fault. But
although Kevin's starting a couple no names too. I mean, he's got Braylon Allen, the Jets running back, I've never heard of. Jordan Whittington from the Rams, I've never even heard of. So there's some.
Literally offered Kevin Kyron Williams. I don't value him as much as I value my RBs. Okay, dude. I hope fucking Forbes wins.
I do too, actually. I really do too. I wonder if Forbes is gonna put in Xavier Worthy or something like that, or Kevin's gonna put in Xavier Worthy. I'm surprised to see him on his bench. Anyways, that's my matchup of the week. I think that's gonna be a good one there. I just think it's a nice little rivalry matchup. So call that one out for the boys.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. What do you like about the season so far, Rubes? Anything different? Anything catching your eye?
No, I had to throw a little fun in the chat. I don't know if you guys, I know you saw Houston, but the whole trade talk, I thought it was good to get the pot stirring here, talking how if you trade, you just don't trust in your team, or you just don't know how to play and manage, or you didn't like your draft and stuff. I thought that was kind of funny. It's a little bit true.
You stoked the fire a bit. Yeah.
So now I'll have to see if it bites me in the ass, because this is a make or break week for me, I think, and I don't want to be like having to hit the wire and start throwing trades around and just eating my own shit.
You know what? See, Ruben, I see the trading as just a more complicated waiver wire.
Yeah.
I just find it fun too. I think it kind of gets a little stagnant unless you're making some trades out there. But you're right. Yeah, you're right in that, Ruben. Where if you got your team, you don't want to fuck with the juju. You know, just kind of want to let it ride the way it's going. But when you're 1-3, 2-2, you're like, all right, let's make some fucking trades here.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think we're wrapping up here, huh, boys?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah. Quick announcement, real quick, Hughes. I'm gonna be in town next weekend, boys. So would love it if we get together, watch some Sunday night football or something like that. Drink some Modelo Ors. Modelo Or, Ruben? Never
Modelo
heard of it.
Oro.
Oro. Wow.
It's their light.
Oh, okay.
I gotta
Well,
keep
yeah.
it.
Yeah. So if you guys, I'll send a text out to the group on Sunday, let the boys know. But I figured maybe get together at B-Dubs or some shit, watch the game on Sunday night because I'll be in town and I'm not in town too often. So, anyways, other than that, Ruben, you know how we traditionally end the show?
F.
See you later, boys.
Oh, that was fucking smooth, Dan.
That was really
Oh,
nice.
that